Welcome to Morning Joan, the only podcast where we spill all the tea and then some. I'm your host, Joan, and I'm thrilled to have you joining me today. Grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into the latest news that's got everyone talking. You know who's been making headlines lately? The one and only Anna Wintour. Yes, the iconic editor-in-chief of US Vogue has announced that she's stepping down from her role after nearly 40 years at the helm. Can you believe it? The woman who's been dictating fashion trends for decades is finally passing the torch. Now, before you start thinking that Anna is riding off into the sunset, think again. She's not going anywhere just yet. She'll still be holding on to some of her power as Vogue's global editorial director and chief content officer for Condé Nast. So she'll still have a say in what's hot and what's not. But maybe, just maybe, we'll see a fresh perspective at US Vogue. I mean, let's be real, Anna Wintour is a legend. She's been running the show for so long, it's hard to imagine anyone else in her seat. But, as she said herself, she wants to make way for the next generation of impassioned editors to bring their own ideas to the table. And honestly, I'm here for it. I'm excited to see what the future holds for US Vogue, and who will be taking over as editor-in-chief. Will they be able to fill Anna's shoes? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Anna Wintour's legacy will continue to be felt in the fashion world for years to come. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, everyone. I hope you're all doing fantastically well today. We've got a sad story to share with you now, as we often do in the world of entertainment. You know, it's always tough to say goodbye to the people who brought us so much joy through their work. And that's exactly what we're doing today, as we remember Rick Hurst, the talented actor best known for his role as Deputy Cletus Hogg on the classic TV series, The Dukes of Hazzard. Can you believe it? The man who played that lovable, bumbling cousin of Boss Hogg has left us at the age of 79. I mean, it feels like just yesterday we were watching him get into all sorts of trouble in Hazzard Count. And let me tell you, he was a scene stealer every time he appeared on screen. Who could forget that charming southern drawl and those hilarious antics? Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Joan, I hadn't heard about Rick Hurst's passing. Well, that's because it was announced just yesterday, and we wanted to make sure we gave him the tribute he deserves here on the show. According to his first wife, Candice Cagnetti, his passing was unexpected, which always makes it harder for those who loved him. But what a legacy he leaves behind! Not only did he star in The Dukes of Hazzard from 1979 to 1982, but he also appeared in several TV movies, including The Dukes of Hazzard Reunion and The Dukes of Hazzard. Hazzard in Hollywood. And let's not forget his many guest spots on other classic shows like Miss. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darling. We're wrapping up today's show with a juicy discussion about the latest twist in the culinary world of FX's hit series, The Bear. If you're a fan of the show, you know that Season 4 just dropped, and let me tell you, it's been a wild ride. So, for those who may not be caught up, the season finale ended with a major bombshell. Carmy, the lovable but troubled chef played by Jeremy Allen White, is leaving the Bear. Yes, you heard that right. The man who brought us into this chaotic kitchen is saying goodbye, and it's left fans wondering what's next for the show. According to reports, Carmy's departure was a long time coming. He's been struggling with his own demons, and it seems like he's finally found the courage to take a step back and reevaluate his priorities. But don't worry, darling. This doesn't mean the show is ending. In fact, the season finale ended on a hopeful note, with Carmy's colleagues coming together to support him and the restaurant. The question on everyone's mind now is, what's next for the Bear? Will Carmy return, or will the show continue without him? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. This twist has left us all eager for more. And speaking of more, if you're craving some behind-the-scenes gossip and analysis, be sure to check out our upcoming podcast episodes, where we'll be diving deeper into the world of the Bear. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay fabulous.